Alright, YouTube, it's Shadow King Dawson, and we got another video subscriber request coming from my good friend Wendy and now 1290, and she asked, which do I think is worse, the BrolyTards or the MadaraTards? I think she also said something about KaguyaTards. Now, before we begin, I don't know much about what the KaguyaTards are saying. I wasn't even aware that there were some, but I probably should have, since NarutoTards can have some pretty crazy stuff. So I can't really give my opinions on that. So I'll just focus on the BrolyTards and the moderators. Now, both have said some pretty stupid shit before. We've seen things like moderators think that Madara is such a great villain and that he could take on Son Goku no matter what form he's in, even with Goku's Super Saiyan God powers. And the BrolyTards have gone so far as to say that that Broly is just like the Hulk. The longer he waits in a fight, the more powerful he becomes, and he could probably take on someone like the Living Tribunal, who, may I remind you, is an omnipotent being. You know how powerful it is? You know how the Marvel Cinematic Universe is building up Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet? The Infinity Gauntlet makes you omnipotent. The Living Tribunal is stronger than that. He is stronger than an Infinity Gauntlet-powered Thanos. That's frightening. The only person who is more powerful than the Living Tribunal is God. And, but back to the point at hand. Which one is worse? Well, we've already seen that NarutoTards have also said that Naruto characters, specifically Naruto and possibly Sasuke and Madara and Kage, whatever, could take on the Living Tribunal, so they're more or less equally as stupid as the BrolyTards. And people don't see, and the BrolyTards, they seem to not realize how completely overrated Broly is. For you see, Broly is, there's no nice way around it. He is a one-dimensional character and completely ridiculous. Broly's motivation for being a villain is that he's completely insane, and that is partially due to him having this obsessive hatred for Goku, because when they were both babies, Goku cried naturally, and this irritated baby Broly. So his whole reason for wanting to kill Goku was because of that. That is the most idiotic thing I have ever heard in my entire life. Just think about it. It just makes me really depressed, because this is part of my favorite series, and the movies came out with that. I'm just glad that Broly's non-canon. But apparently the BrolyTards want Broly to be canon, because they want Broly to become a Super Saiyan God, just like Goku. Not realizing that you have to be pure of heart to be a Super Saiyan God. And not only that, I think it was implied you had to be purely good. And Broly, last time I checked, was a insane, murdering psychopath. Which means he's not pure of heart. Which means he's not going to become a Super Saiyan God. And more importantly, Broly's not canon. He wasn't canon. He's never going to be canon. The only way you would get it is if he was redone. And chances are, some of you BrolyTards would complain that they changed Broly and you don't like it. It would just be like the Amazing Spider-Man stuff all over again, where some fans don't like the new Spider-Man, despite it being more accurate and better than the Raimi Man trilogy. And then we got the moderators, who think that Madara is so great he could take on characters like Goku. Let me ask you a question. How fast is Madara? From what I've gathered, Naruto characters are not even fast enough to avoid bullets, since according to Masashi Kishimoto, if guns existed or any firearms existed in the Naruto universe, they'd all be completely fucked, because they would all end up being dead by these things. In the first issue of Dragon Ball, Goku was able to withstand a bullet, which means he's more durable, and we've seen progressively that Goku is faster than bullets and has moved past the faster than speed of light barrier. And he's able to teleport, so yes, he's definitely a lot faster than Madara. And, above all, Goku has gotten so strong that in Battle of Gods, Goku was, in Super Saiyan 3 form, was able to punch a hole through an entire planet. That means that if Goku were to fight Madara, he would move at faster than light speed, and punching Madara with punches so powerful they can punch a hole through a planet. And that's just assuming he goes Super Saiyan 3. Assuming that he even feels that Madara is even worth that. And with Super Saiyan God, we haven't seen much feats from Super Saiyan God, but we can compare him to Beerus, who he fought. We saw some of Beerus' feats. Beerus is strong enough to destroy an entire galaxy in one shot, and though this was a comedic scene, it does showcase his strength. When Beerus ate some hot food, he accidentally tackled some of the planets and destroyed them. That means Goku, who fought on par with this character, is on the same level class of strength. He could probably move planets now in Super Saiyan God form, or just destroy them by tackling them. Yeah, Madara stands no chance. Goku surpasses Madara in everything, in terms of skill, strength, speed, endurance, everything. And some of them come up with excuses like Madara could probably just use the Sharingan or a Genjutsu to defeat Goku. Okay, first of all, the Genjutsus don't work unless you have chakra, which Goku does not have. He uses ki. And even if he did have chakra and he was caught in a Genjutsu, Goku could just figure this out, use the solar flare, and end the Genjutsu. And they say, what about Madara's Susanoo armor? That's invincible and impenetrable. Last time I checked, Gar was able to penetrate through that with his sand. So what's stopping Goku from just teleporting inside the armor and punching the shit out of Madara? Yeah, like I said, Madara is nothing to Goku. Madara is... You have overinflated this character. Now, let's go into which do I think is worse. MadaraTards or BrolyTards? Honestly, Give me a sec. Okay, I'm going to come with my decision. I'm going to say that BrolyTards are the worst in my